Hey guys, it's Kat with Southern Angels Paranormal, and I'm doing a couple videos tonight before I go to bed. And I wanted to start my Haunted Doll series so that I could explain to you guys a little bit more about how dolls actually come to have spirits, how they can put off paranormal energy, what can they do, what can't they do, and introduce you to my haunted dolls. Um, and I think that you'll find them very interesting. And I will go over what sort of things have happened in my home since I first started collecting over 6 years ago. Um, so, a very short video for tonight. I'm going to show you a doll that belonged to a 91-year-old woman that we did a paranormal investigation on a little over a year ago. She was 91, as I said, and she had been collecting since the turn of the century. She had dolls that ranged from very expensive collectible dolls, composite dolls, googly eye dolls. Um, she had some dolls from the late 1800s. She had some Simon and Halbig dolls. She had any sort of doll you could possibly imagine. This lady had collected since she was a little girl. Well, I came to own her entire collection after she had passed away. Her kids were packing her house up, and she had always told them that her dolls talked to her, that they were her friends, that she talked back to them. Her kids thought that it was just because she loved collecting them and she was getting a little bit older and a little bit more, maybe dementia going on. And so she, they discounted that as not being, anything abnormal. So, uh, in their experiences while they were packing things up, things got really weird around there. So when we went in there and opened the door and saw probably over, I don't know, probably over 400 dolls, possibly more, there, we pretty much knew right away that there would be no way to know which one it was, but that we kind of knew what it was. Um, Not every single one of them have any attachment, um, but many of them do. And we have been studying many of these over the last year. One of the most intense ones was one that I believe was one that she made herself and kept with her, because basically the spirit of this object told me. So I will start by introducing you to the first one of one of this lady's beautiful collection. And most of my friends who know me know when this happened last year. Um, they know about the investigation. They know what happened. I asked for a lot of people's help when this happened, um, to try to understand it. I had already been a paranormal investigator, and I had already been collecting haunted things for 6 years as it was. Um, but this was pretty overwhelming for me. To me, when you are going to verify that an object or a doll is haunted, it requires it to be in your possession for a pretty good period of time. Um, you not only need to have it in your room, in your presence, you need to do testing with paranormal equipment to ensure that it has something attached to it. If you were going to be in a position to adopt it to someone else and try to guarantee or say that it's going to be paranormal when it goes into their home. Most of my things are things that I got, bought, collected, and keep. So that's not kind of the same for me. But when I do choose to adopt something to you, first of all, you have to do a very extensive interview process. Generally, it's going to require a Skype interview face-to-face, or if you do not have a webcam or a phone that you can do that with, it's going to require a pretty highly personal interaction for me to even do that. However, guaranteed that the things that you're going to get are going to be thoroughly and intensively studied. And I'll show you more about that this weekend. So tomorrow I'll do a video on this doll, but this is a vintage Berjusa, and it is like a reborn style doll. And I'll show her to you. Let's see her. She's weighted with very heavy glass beads. She's a very sweet spirit. Let's see here. I hate this webcam. I believe that she was very, very, very much this 91-year-old woman's favorite. I can feel that she sat with her and held her, and it comforted her. A lot of her energy, I think, went into this doll, which is why I think she puts off such paranormal activity. She doesn't do anything negative, but she's one of my most favorite dolls. I can't even begin to tell you how special this one is to me personally. This will never be for sale. She is just really, really cool. And I'll show you more what she does tomorrow and how we came to test her. But anyway, this is her. She has little pink socks on, and she's absolutely precious and adorable. So, absolutely one of my most favorite of my collection. So, it is getting kind of late, so I'm going to get into my pajamas. I'm going to get comfortable, and I hope you guys have a good rest of the evening, and I'll see you guys tomorrow. And stay tuned, because we're going to start doing live YouTube shows starting next weekend, possibly even tomorrow night. Doing live investigating and stuff with us. And we're going to be doing a graveyard hunt where you guys get to come with us. We're going to be doing some really, really cool things. So keep watching. I hope you guys have a great evening. I wish you a whole lot of love and light. And I'll talk to you tomorrow. Bye, guys.